So this is a good question, and it's one that comes up quite a bit. So the 5 terms that I'm asking you to look at, right? The idea that I wanted you to look at was which of these terms are perhaps the less inclusive, the least important, the least explanatory, up to the most important, the most explanatory, having the most power. And so the correct order for those of you who are still struggling with this is we always start off with observations. Observations are just those simple observations of how the world is working around us. And once we've observed something over and over and over again, so a repeated observation, then that becomes a fact. For example, if I measure the length of a forewing of a dragonfly, and I do that once, that's an observation, and I may say it's 11 millimeters. But then if I do that over and over and over again, or I have a bunch of you do it over and over and over again, but once you repeat that observation over and over and over again, then you might say, it's a fact. The length of the forewing of the dragonfly is 11 millimeters. The next thing that happens, now there's other things that are happening around science as well. Like right now you might start making questions like, why is it that length? Or why is this other dragonfly's wings just a little bit bigger? So obviously there's other things that are happening in the process of science, like making questions. But eventually you come up with a way to explain the observation that you're looking at. And that is a hypothesis, right? So the hypothesis explains the observation. If we were to watch something here, I've got my little mask here with me. If we were to watch this fall over and over again, right? First, it's an observation. It falls. Once I do it enough times, it becomes a fact. When I let go of the mask, it falls. And then eventually, though, I want to explain, why does that happen? And of course, a good hypothesis would be, well, maybe there's some force that's causing this to move down towards the Earth, right? And of course, we know that the answer there is gravity. Well, maybe I want to, though, now get to where I can explain that entire question of why does it drop, but not just why, but explain very specifically the speed at which it drops. And so I might come up with a mathematical equation. And for gravity, that was Newton's laws of gravity, right? It's a mathematical equation that describes the movement between two bodies that have different masses, right? Like the Earth has this huge, huge mass, this has very little mass, and so it drops towards the Earth. And that works really well, and that's called a law. And so a law is good at explaining the phenomena in a very specific set of circumstances. However, if I had my mask and I take it to outer space, all of a sudden it doesn't work so well. Or if I take it into a black hole, it doesn't work so well. Or if I take my mask and shrink it down and put it inside of an atom at the atomic level, it doesn't work so well. Those laws of Newton's gravity don't work at that level. So we need something even bigger that can describe that can take into account all the observations, all of the facts, all of the hypotheses, all of the questions, all of the predictions, all of the tests, all of the laws into one thing, and that's called a theory. A theory is the highest form of explanation in science. A theory is as good as it gets. And so we, of course, have the theory of relativity. So that's how I would put those in the right order: observation, fact, hypothesis, law, theory. I hope that helps.